Hey guys, welcome back to my channel and thanks for watching my new video. In this video I created this look using a drugstore lip but a slightly more bougie eyeshadow. It's kind of like a red carpet meets Instagram meets magazine look meets spring. Something like that. Anyways, if you are curious on how I created this look, then keep on watching. So guys, in today's video, I wanted to use this palette from Viseart. I got this one 2 weeks ago and I've never used it, but I looked at the colors and I was like, wowie. I want to do something with I would say like yellow, gold, purple, and I want to play with some color because I haven't played with color in a while. So I didn't do my base yet, but look at how my skin looks like. It looks so good. I'm going to enjoy it while I can because you'll never know when the spots are going to surprise you and be like in your face. So I'm going to start with the eyes. I haven't done my brows yet. I just applied a tiny bit of concealer on my brows to kind of get rid of the discoloration. So I'm going to do my eyes first. The concealer that I'm going to use, I've never tried this one. It's from Nabla Cosmetics, and this is the Close Up Stay Full Smoother Concealer. And I've tried this a little bit on my brows, and the coverage was so like you need to use a tiny bit. So I'm going to use a tiny bit, and I'm also going to try to use as many new products as possible in this tutorial. Who is going to apply this with my finger to get rid of the veins or any discoloration you have, like that. That looks clean. At the end of the video, I'm going to show you the end result with 1 or 2 lights off because I feel like with the lights you can't really see how pretty the makeup looks like. And on my photos everyone says like, excuse me, the photos are different than my makeup. Well, I know because I take my photos without this much light, but I think like it would be weird filming in the dark, you know what I mean? But I will show you the end result at the end so you can really see how it looks like when I'm taking pictures. So now I'm going to grab this beautiful palette. By the way, the name of this palette is Petit Pro 5 Soleil. And look at the incredible shades. I mean, these look gorgeous. But before I'm going to use that palette, I'm going to use this palette first to kind of like create a transition color. This is Warm Mattes, also from Viseart. I haven't tried this before, but I do really love Viseart. I know it's a little bit more expensive, but the eyeshadows are really good quality. So if you are a makeup artist, or I don't know, like a professional, or you're just really obsessed with makeup like I am, then it's definitely worth your money. I'm taking this brush. This is the Elixir brush. Just Elixir brush. It's kind of like a flat brush. And I'm going to apply, I don't want to go really dark or really warmish. I think I'm just going in with this color first and mixing it a little bit with this color. So I'm just going to apply this right here. And I'm going pretty far with applying this color because I want my eyes to look very like elongated, especially when we are going to use the purple color. Now I'm taking this Morphe Jack and Hill brush. This is in 32. I am going to blend the edges and make sure it really looks like airbrushed. Now I'm going in with this slightly darker color right here using the same brush. I'm going to create a little bit more definition. I really like this color on my eyes. So just a little bit in the crease, nothing too precise. Especially if you have hooded eyes, it's really nice to make this area a little darker. I'm not sure if you can see that, but it looks less hooded. So it doesn't matter if this looks ugly or not because we are going to correct it with concealer anyway. But make sure that this is really covered with eyeshadow, because if you are going to correct it with concealer and you don't have a lot of eyeshadow over here, it's really hard to go over the concealer with eyeshadow because you can end up look a little patchy. So make sure to really darken this area. We're blending it again. I'm hardly pressing it into the shadow, just blending it until it looks really airbrushed. Kind of like that. I know it sounds crazy, but you can't really even tell that we did this after we've applied the eyeshadow. So I'm going back to the Soleil palette. I know I just really love the fact that it's like super bright yellow, but what should we do? I think we should just go in this purple color. I need a different brush for it. I need to clean my brushes because this table, I know you will be shook when you see my table. There are some YouTubers that, you know, make videos about cleaning up their room and cleaning up their desk. I'm not even going to show it to you because, you know. So I'm taking this brush. This is from Sosu brush in SE205. It's kind of like a smudge brush. And I'm going to use this purple, deep purple color. It looks amazing. And I'm applying this in my outer corners. And I'm really going to build up this color. Like until it's like super purplish. I'm going to make this look a little bit more intense. So I'm going in with this darker brown color. And I'm also going to apply that on my outer corners to kind of like create a dark base first. And then apply the purple shadow. So this doesn't look really intense, and that's, I think, because we've used a transition shade and I'm working on top of another eyeshadow instead of another like wettish base. So I'm going to mix these three bases to kind of like create a purple eye base. And so these are the P. Louise primers, eye primers in black, in blue, and in red. So I'm going to try to make purple. I always feel like I'm working in a lab when I do this, like that. So it looks like this. And I'm going to mix this to see what color we get. And we get purple. Look at that. Oh, this side. So we get purple. And I'm just going to work on top of this and blend it till we have a nice wet looking base. So just on the outer corners. So like that. And I'm also applying it a tiny bit on my whole lid. I'm not even pressing it because when you don't, you get like a texture, get like difference in texture, and you can see that when you're going to apply the eyeshadow. Okay, so now I'm going to use the purple shade again, and let's see what happens. Now I'm using the purple shade on top of the base, and I'm also going to blend these edges. Now I'm using my Sigma brush. This is the all over blend, and I'm just blending the edges to make sure we don't have any kind of like harsh lines. So just circular motions. Now I'm going to apply this beautiful shade. I mean, this shade looks incredible, and I'm going to apply this next to the purple color. So kind of like here. Oh, this shade is absolutely beautiful. Wowie. Look at that shade. Do you see that? That looks amazing. There's a tiny bit of blue in it, a tiny bit of silver, pink, purple. Absolutely amazing. I'm going to mix the orange copper color together with the gold one, and I'm going to place that next to this beautiful purplish shade. Okay, so here we go. To kind of like blend these two shades a little bit better, I'm going to use this pinkish color right here, and I'm going to place this just in between those two colors. And then on top of the whole eyeshadow, except for the very outer corner, I'm going to use this Be Perfect Cosmetics. You guys know the Stila liquid eyeshadows. It's kind of similar, but I've only tried it on my hand. So I'm hoping that this won't ruin my eyeshadow. But this is the Be Perfect Cosmetics Glamour Glitter Liquid Eyeshadow. And this is in the shade Jewels. Jewels. Okay, so I'm just going to apply it with my fingers. Wow, I think that looks really nice. I'm going to do the same on the other eye. I'm also going to do my brows, and then I'll be right back to do the face and the rest of the makeup. So I did the other eye as well. I didn't do my brows because this is what I was a little bit afraid of. The Be Perfect Cosmetics is beautiful, but I do think it looks beautiful on its own instead of maybe over an eyeshadow, or maybe just a very light colored eyeshadow. But I don't know if you can see, but it got all chunky and super nasty on my eyelids, which is such a waste because this is what happens all the time when I film. Everything just, not everything goes wrong, but a lot of little things go wrong. So I thought, you know, what should we do to save this look? I thought I'm just going in with this bright orange color. I hope this is going to go well. This is the base, the P. Louise base in yes, a yellow. And I'm just going to kind of like create a cut crease with this color and then go in with the golden shade. I hope that that is going to work out well, but I thought let me just show you guys what I do to save a look, or else I would just show up with a cut crease and you'll be like, what did she do? So let's see, and let's hope for the best. I'm just going on top of it. So kind of like that. Doesn't have to be a very precise cut crease. Something like that. Oh, that looks even better. This is actually what I had in mind. So maybe it was supposed to go wrong. Okay, now I'm going on top of the golden shade again. See, that looks beautiful. Wow, this looks way better. I'm happy that this didn't work out because look at the difference. I think this looks so much more beautiful. I'm going to do the same on the other eye, and this time I'm going to do my brows, and you know, I'll be right back. I did the other eye as well. I did my brows, and now we are going to do the base. I'm going to use a new foundation. This is from Tarte. This is the Face Tape Foundation. Never tried this before, but yeah, let's see how this is going to look like. I like full coverage, but I don't like a lot of product on my face. I'm going to try to use a tiny bit because I read and I also saw that the Face Tape Foundation was like super full coverage. So I'm going to try to use a tiny bit because, you know, 2019, I don't like the full coverage anymore. I like the full coverage, but not the thick, creamy, cakey full coverage. Obviously, Hangover primer from Too Faced on my face. Oh, there are a lot of glitters on my face. For some reason, I can't really get rid of the glitters on my face. I don't feel like they're too obvious. But anyways, this is a shade. What shade is this? Medium beige. A few dots everywhere. So I use kind of like almost one pump, between half and one pump. I'm going to use this Jaclyn Hill Morphe brush in 03 to blend and buff this into the skin. Oh, coverage is super nice. So it looks really nice, but I do think I need a little bit more coverage on this cheek and like on the sides of my nose and a tiny bit on my forehead. So half a pump again. So far the foundation looks really nice. It's a little darker than my skin and it has a bit more of a pinky undertone to it. I'm not sure if you can see that. The only thing is I wish it was a little bit more easier to blend, like a little bit smoother. Now it feels a tiny bit dry, not dry on the skin, but just when you are blending the foundation. But so far I'm really liking it. It's full coverage and you don't need to use a lot. The finish is not super dewy. It's not really matte either. It's a good foundation so far. I'm going to use a Nabla concealer. Like that. Tiny bit here and here. So first I'm going to use my finger and then I'm going to blend it with a brush. Actually, concealer smells amazing. Okay, I'm using my foundation brush again. Just going to blend this. So I apply the concealer. I'm going to contour my face with this palette from Laura Mercier. This is the Flawless Contouring Palette. I always use this, but I always forget the name. I don't know why. But I'm mixing the shades 1, 2, and 3. And this is my diffusing highlighter brush from Urban Decay. So like that. So I'm blending this a little bit with my foundation brush. Like that. So we have a nice natural looking contour. Also going to do the hairline. I feel like I have the weirdest hairline ever. Like I have a birthmark over here and I have such a weird hairline and a lot of baby hairs. For blush, I'm going to use a NARS liquid blush in Hot Tin Roof. I think this color was limited edition, but there's another one that's very similar. I will link that in the description box. And I'm also going to take this right on my cheekbone, like that. Taking my foundation brush again, I'm just going to blend this. So I'm quickly going to finish off the eyes by going back to this beautiful palette What should we do? Should we just make it like purple? Should we do the same on the lower lash line? First, I think I'm just going in with this palette and make it a little bit more smoky underneath my eyes. I'm taking a big fluffy brush in Jaclyn Hill 32, and I'm just going in with this color because we are going to make it smoky with this color, but I don't want this color to be like extremely visible. Do you know what I mean? I want like this airbrushed effect underneath my eyes. Yeah, something like that. I'm mixing the P. Louise bases together to create the purple base again because we are going to apply that on our lower eyelids. And so blue, red, and black. I'm just applying it right underneath my eyes. So I'm just applying it like that. Using the purple color to darken up the edges. I'm taking this bright yellow orangey color again and I'm going to put that on my waterline because I think that is going to make this look super interesting. Here's my mirror. So let's see. I'm using this brush. This is a BH Cosmetics brush number 10. And I'm just placing this on my waterline. So I also put this in the inner corner. I think it gives a really nice, cool effect. So for highlighter, I'm going to use this Chanel Multi Glow Stick in Transparent. This is my sweat stick. So first, I'm kind of like warming it up on my skin. Look at that. So before I'm going to apply lashes and mascara, we are going to do the lips. And I think, you know, obviously I want to use nude, but I'm not going to do that. I think I'm just going for something kind of like ombre, but a little bit, I still want this look to be wearable, not super editorial, you know what I mean? But yeah, I think something ombre, something like this. This is L'Oreal Rule Liquid Lipstick. I'm going to use my MAC Cork lip liner. I know it's a little bit more brown, but I don't know. I just love this lip liner. I think I am going in with this Rebel liquid lipstick, just a tiny bit, just on the very outer corner. Now I'm going in with Rule, which is a little bit more of a mauve color. Oh my god, the packaging. So we kind of have like an ombre lip, but I want the center to be a little lighter. So I'm searching for my Viseart palette, lip palette. Or you know what, actually this will do as well. I'm going to use the Jeffree Star Skin Tight liquid lip in the center, like that. I'm going to use my fingers. I like that. It looks like super dollish. I'm going to apply some lashes, add some mascara, and then I'll be right back to show you the end result. I'm liking it. Who is this with color? Look at this glow. I cannot. So this is the look. I am so living for this glow, and I actually I'm super glad that I didn't choose a nude color, although it's not like super bright, but you know what I mean. And these lashes are Tati lashes in TL6. Did I do anything else? I've applied Extra Lash Dimension mascara from MAC, and that's pretty much it. Also, a lot of you have been asking, don't you use any powder? On photos, it looks really good when I don't use any powder because it looks super dewy and smooth and super fresh. But if I would go somewhere, I would just use a tiny bit of powder in the center of my face. And then I'll just go quite heavy with my setting spray to make sure that it's very long lasting. But I don't like to go in with a lot of powder. It's just going to look, it looks okay on camera, but it doesn't look really great in real life, unless you have maybe like oily skin. I'm going to show you how the makeup looks like when I take pictures, so with 1 or 2 lights off, and so you guys get to really see how I take my pictures and how the makeup looks like. So I take my pictures with a very high aperture, which is really dark for you guys. And if I would film like this, it would be really weird. But if I take photos like this, you can really see all the details, all the texture. So I'm going to show you with a tiny bit of a lower aperture so you can really see my makeup. But look at this glow. So this is still a little darker than what I usually do when I'm filming, but you can really see a little bit more details going on. You see that? You can see that the eyes are a little darker, a little bit more smoky. I feel like with all the light and the brightness on my face, I feel like it kind of like fades away the makeup as well. But this is actually how smoky it is. So That's why my pictures look more like this than like this. This is how I usually film. My husband standing over there laughing at me because my English is, well, I see you. I see you laughing. Okay, so this is the look. I hope you guys like it. If you did, don't forget to give this video a thumbs up, subscribe to my channel, hit that notification bell, and follow me on Instagram. And I'll see you guys in my next video. Bye.